John McNichol, David James, our very own, Claudia Buckley, and Jack Keogh. And it's €25 per ticket, but they're doing a great package deal there, which is €109 per person sharing, and that gets your dinner, bed and breakfast, plus your ticket to the show. And if you're on your own, it's a €30 single supplement on top of that. So contact Highland Radio or go on to the Outlook, isn't it Outlook?
Outlet.
What?
Outlet,
I beg your pardon, on highlandradio.com, and that'll give you all the information you want. Or you can contact the Mount Errigal yourself, or ring Highland here during normal working hours. Don't be ringing me and Jimmy. We don't know much about it. We'll take your money, all right, but you might get a ticket. Anyway, welcome back. We welcome back Maria McCormick. How are you?
I'm good, Paul. And yourself?
Really good. It's great to see you. And I was just trying to think, when was the last time?
I was thinking that earlier too, Paul. I don't know when the last time I was up.
Was it since the pandemic? No.
No, I think we've chatted about coming up, and I suppose we thought about whenever the album would come out, that's when we'd get up, but yeah, no, I don't think so.
Well, you're welcome back.
Well, it's good to be back.
And how did they? We'll just go back a wee bit first to the pandemic. How did you go online and?
I did, yeah, I did. I think I was one of the first. I think that I'd advertised it anyway. I thought I was living up in a wee house up in Barnes and Termon, and I thought if I don't do something here, I'll definitely go off my head. God rest me mammy. She said nobody would live up there, only you, Marie. But but it was good crack. Rachel was there a winner times with me, and there was a brave winner glasses of wine drank and stuff too.
I think that was, do you know, there was a lot of people were the same, and it was great crack. Jackson Rock were my go-to on a Sunday afternoon. Paul and Martina Bennett.
Yeah, know them. Yeah,
they would have come on Sunday about 4 or 5 o'clock, and says, Maria, I'm not telling you what line now. They might as well have been in my shed at the back. They just, and I down mouth organ, I was playing along, and I told them that, and they just create that kind of atmosphere. And it was bringing music back to me again, and live music.
Live music, yeah. Mine's was High Heel Converse. I couldn't wait to the night that they would go on. And then as soon as they would finish then their gig, then I would video call them, and sure we could be on the phone then for a couple of hours.
Chatting,
But it got us through it, it was good.
It does. Well, this current album, by the way, congratulations on the album.
Thank you so much, Paul, and thank you for playing it as much as you are. You're always the number one.
Well, we love your style, we love your music, and we followed it from day one. We've been doing these Monday night sessions, and we certainly enjoy it. The album is 3 years in the making.
It is, yeah.
Because that was, is it pre-pandemic or post-pandemic? Beforehand?
I think I put the funded campaign up maybe about February 2020. And just reached the target with a wee bit of kind of help from a few people just to get it over the line. And they end up, there was a wee loan taken out to pay them back then. But
because if you don't raise,
you reach the target.
The target, you don't get it.
You don't get it. The money's sent back to the. So yeah, I think we got. I put in for 3,000, and I think raised a wee bit over 2,100. And a good friend of mine, Sinead, she gave me a wee loan. A wee loan out to help me over the line.
Well, that's good.
Good to.
And do you know there was a bit of pressure there too?
Serious.
You know what I mean? And you had you much of the album written at that time?
Originally, back then, I would have had an album written, all right, but then roll on then to when we got in recording. Well, we recorded a couple of songs late in 2020 when there was a wee bit of an opening. Yeah. And then we didn't record the rest of it then, Paul. I think it was the beginning of 23. And then sure, all the songs had changed. Maria fell in love and lots of stuff happened.
Well, come here. Just when you say that, has your songwriting skills based on current state of mind or stuff? To a point.
Someone asked me that there a couple of weeks ago. Do you think has your songwriting changed from the last album to this album? And I just could not answer them because I don't think.
I didn't notice anything.
No, I don't think. There's no change because, I was speaking to Donald Kavanagh there as he came in the door, and he says, Maria, I like there. He says how one song Girl with Good Intentions is, gypsy jazz, and then he says you'll have a real sore one then that'll leave you crying or whatever, and that's just, I said, well, that's just the way I am, because I'll mention my mammy again. Mammy never was doing the same thing 2 days in a row, and I suppose my mood is not the same 2 days in a row. Frankly, I'll tell you that. And I suppose your mood reflects what you write. And I guess there's a couple of more love songs in this one. You know, they're not. I Choose to Love was all unrequited love, but. This album has actual love songs.
I get you.
You know what I mean?
Very good.
Which is a nice thing. From the heart, yeah.
Right, well, we're going to talk more. We could talk loads as we always do, but we're going to get into the first song if you don't mind.
Yeah, no bother. This song is Into My Eyes.
Yep.
And this one was just written in kind of 2020, before I went into the studio for the first time. Lately you've come to my attention, and I think that you've been trying for a while. Oh, it's been so long I've had nobody looking, so I mistook your notion for just a smile. The lights start flashing and alarm bells ringing. The pennies dropping, now I see it all so clear. And my belly is feeling nervous emotion since I caught you looking into my eyes, looking into my eyes, touching deep inside my soul. Looking into my eyes, deeper than no one's gone before. Come and tell me a story of what life could be. If only we just imagine for a while. You say things you really want, they're never easy. So I turn away so that you can't look into my eyes, touch deep inside my soul, look into my eyes, deeper than no one's gone before. I believe that we should not be sorry for any encounter in life of love that brings us joy. And I really think that all love should be cherished, classed as a gift from up above. So looking into my eyes, touch deep inside my soul, look into my eyes, deeper than no one's gone before. Oh, looking into my eyes, touching deep inside my soul, looking into my eyes, deeper than no one's gone before.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Thank
you know
you.
what I like about your album, and it's not every singer that works for me. I have no doubt equally it'll sound as good with the band, because I Choose to Love album was just equally as good an acoustic as it was.
Good.
You heard every song.
Yeah.
And then when they added class, like Billy's Magic Touch down there, you know, it transferred into just a
I was going to say Billy's
masterpiece.
Magic Dust, but then people might be thinking different things.
Well,
He put sparkly stuff on everything.
well, if it works, but there's no better man.
Oh, there's no better man, that is for sure.
This album, you have, like, I'm just looking at the lineup of artists you've working for, and it's the who's who, really. You know, you have Billy, Mick McCartney, Patter, and Romek, Lawrence Doherty, Laura McFadden, Pat Crowley, Sean McCarran, of course, master on the saxophone.
Yeah.
And Matt Benson on the trombone, Percy, John McCullough, and of course Rachel. Was Rachel over, or did she do that?
Do you know what? Rachel is just a wee superstar. She was over for a wee bit of it, but at one stage she's so smart at all these things. Like, I wouldn't be as far up as her at all. That's the youth. Like, but she was able to do. She was able to record some of the backing vocals, like in Manchester in her apartment.
Wow.
Yeah. No bother to Rachel. Yeah.
It's getting that quality.
I'm going to miss her now this Friday because she's
not coming over now.
No, she's travelling the world at the minute. She's in India somewhere.
Got my daughter's in India last week.
Yeah. She loves it. She had went to Cambodia after she was in India, and then she went on to Thailand. But is
she on her own?
She's meeting friends in different places, but for the most part, she's not a bother to Rachel. Oh, she's just amazing. She's a yoga instructor now, and she's teaching English. She just decided to do this last year on a whim.
Do you see that, what you're talking about? It's just like our Paula was. You met Paula?
Aye, yeah.
Well, Paula went, her first job was teaching in Indonesia.
Yeah.
Now, your qualifications and the teacher's thing, you get these things online.
That's the same as what Rachel did. Aye.
Some program is called.
Yeah, I forget the name. I don't know.
She absolutely loved it. Now, she was away for a couple of years and she went to Bali and then come over there. But she was in India last week, but this is through her work now because she's involved in IT now at the minute.
Okay.
And she embraces that Eastern way of living. Now, she puts up food, and I said, there, I haven't seen one sausage supper yet.
There's nothing that I would have done.
I know. And no point me
it's opened my eyes. I think I was a bit green too. All I could ever imagine when you would hear of India would be a lot of traffic and stuff. But then Rachel was sending all these lovely pictures of places that she is.
See the colour in the country. And Paula says she's met a lot of people down to the years, and Rachel was the same, but she found that the people on there are the most peaceful and placid she's ever met.
Well, yeah, Rachel, she's going to stay there for Christmas now, so she's it's like a second family to her.
It's unbelievable.
Oh, I'm so happy for her.
Well, it's good for her because as I always say about people, and I bring Paul into it again, they go the scenic route.
Well, that's it. I went the scenic route too.
But to get there, Come here, the family's expanded.
It has. Yeah, I have another. You see, I've got new tattoos.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, Tara will be 5 months on the 16th of December.
Already?
Already. And Laura May will be 2 on the 27th of December.
What age is Alton now?
Alton's 15. Head of security. He doesn't come with me anymore.
Oh, no, too embarrassed now.
It's terrible. Yeah. But he's doing good. And then we have Katie and Jessica as well, Frankie's two daughters.
Very good.
There'll be a big turkey got, huh?
Come here, music very important in the house.
Because Frankie, he plays as well. I just went and got him his Christmas present there. I went and bought him a guitar from Mark and Klein, so he's all delighted, I'm sure. I hope he's listening to me now and not just sitting playing the guitar.
No, that's Jimmy there. And Paul.
Oh, did I say Jimmy?
Aye.
Jesus, I'm away with the fairies.
I know, I'm looking at him there. No, very good.
Yeah, but no, he's practicing away and they're gigging away with Beware of the Beast. So he's
do you know that mental sound I call it? I love it.
I love it too. Love it. And then he has his own sound then when he does just Frankie McGreevy music. Like he's writing away all the time. Like, and
does he gig in his own night?
No, well, he does the mouthpiece every now and then. Good. They're building up, to have a full set.
You see, when you have an acquired style of music like theirs, the pubs and clubs aren't probably going to be the place.
Yeah, it's not easy. Yeah,
it's not easy.
Yeah, no.
But what I tell you,
I think actually, this is. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this news, but this is breaking news here on Monday Night Sessions. Beware the Beast are going to Glastonbury.
Woohoo!
So maybe I wasn't supposed to say that, but I said it now anyway.
No bother.
Yeah, they're going to. That's the what do you call it? The piano bar.
Wow.
Piano bar stage. It's like the one that's the 40, a big 40. What is it? A big hole that's dug out of the ground every year. Oh. Yeah, and this guy and a load of other boys they build this wooden bar underneath, and there's supposedly a piano that somebody sits on a bicycle, turning the bicycle, and the piano goes round and round. It's supposedly your man that owns Glastonbury's favourite stage of the whole thing. So
wow.
So they're going
there.
Yeah.
Well, you see, even just saying Glastonbury, it doesn't matter where you go.
Oh my God! But he's delighted. He's getting to go for 5 nights too. And Maria's at home with the weans.
But sure, that's what about right then.
Well, I says me and Paul Muldowney might go to Bora Bora for a week.
Is that the one? You had some crack there. But come here. No, it's all good. All good.
Everything's
family,
good.
Which is
Thank
good.
God.
And That's great
I
to
suppose
see.
the only sad thing I lost, that's just from I was here, lost Mammy. Just that was, it has been a
A tough one for you.
serious tough. Serious tough. It's definitely the
And
biggest
when was
loss. It was just a year past in November there. Yeah. So
It is tough.
I know, because coming up now doing the album launch, like Mammy, today.
Yeah.
How many years? 9 years ago, I supported the Henry girls in Monroe's, and a wee Facebook memory came up, and Mammy had a blessed candle for me driving, to Galway, and I was like, oh, what Mammy this week, the crack she would have been,
That's the wee things.
Yeah. Oh, you miss your Mammy so much. Like.
But they're good memories, like they're great.
Yeah,
memories,
it was lucky. We were well loved, well looked after.
You can't beat that now.
Yeah, I don't know about the well reared, but anyway.
You don't want to crack yourself.
Yeah.
But come here, I've more to talk about. And first of all, before we go on to the next piece of music, the album launch is this Friday.
Yeah, the RCC, Regional Culture Centre, down with Jeremy. And
No Better Man too.
no better man. Do you know what he did for every artist, no more than yourselves, during lockdown? He supported everybody so well in different ways, and very kind of creative ways. Like he had myself and the band down, and we did that, that recorded like that. There meant so much. And then I got to do one of the wee playlists one time, for the Facebook page, and sure, it just was lovely.
We were down sort of introducing it, and it was only that COVID thing. And it was a different thing for me and Jimmy as well.
And I remember you saying that,
And to me, I was just like, it was so professional. It's like I'd never done anything like that in my life.
Yeah.
But it was just a crack, and it was when the music was dead for us because there was nothing happening here and stuff, and it was that wee boost that you wanted to keep you back.
Kept your toe in the water too, like
a shadow of a doubt,
and as you say, like when Jeremy and the RCC and plus the theatre as well, when they do things, they do it in style, they do it really well. So I can't wait now for Friday night. I definitely nerves is definitely because I've had the two babies in 2 years there, I haven't been on stage very much. And like last night, if you had seen me last night, I was definitely a ball of anxiety, and that's not me. I was definitely feeling very worried,
pressure.
I suppose. But then I kind of woke up this morning, and I had a kind of a wee bit of a wee step in me. I felt a wee bit better. So hopefully now we have rehearsals and on Thursday. And Owen Ferry, do you know Owen Ferry from Cuidor?
I do know.
He is opening on Friday, and
an absolutely brilliant singer.
I adore Owen. He is going far. Hey, he is such a talent between his piano playing and his songwriting and voice. So I'm very, very lucky to have him open up the show.
Kieran Duffy's watching us here. Good man, Kieran. Linda Buckley. Brilliant way to start my day in New Zealand.
Oh.
Love you, Maria McCormick.
How are you, Linda? Huh?
Jim McLaughlin says, great singer, enjoying the music from a hot and humid Fort Lauderdale.
Wow, there you
Talented
go. Fair
lady.
play.
Thanks indeed, Jim. And Chris O'Donnell, beautiful music, Maria McCormick.
Thank you, Chris.
You look well, he says. Isn't that great? But it's good. And I say we have maybe since you were here last, we now have the TV screens, as they say.
I know, yeah, it's very fancy, and the new seats and a whole lot. But the
seats, the problem with the seats, Maria, is the guitarists tell us they're very difficult to sit.
Oh, do you know what? Tell them not to be so fussy and play and.
Aye. you were rare than worse.
Yeah, absolutely. We're lucky to get a seat, huh?
About here. Come here. Next song first.
What do we do, boys? We do Girl with Good Intentions.
Oh, yeah.
You liven her up a wee bit, huh?
Aye, brilliant. Maria McCormick live in studio. Ahead of her big launch this coming Friday night. Matters of the Heart. The Girl with Good Intentions. Away you go.
That's me.
Yeah.
I could dance all night with a man at the bar, and we could drink champagne, look into each other's eyes. But that ain't me. No, that ain't me. We could tell each other lies, but on a good disguise. And when the party's over, disappear into the night. But that ain't me. No, that ain't me. 'Cause I'm a girl with good intention to make my moves and my discretion. When I lay my head down and night, my conscience sleep tight. Excuse me. Well, I can give a guy my number because he caught my eye. Let him take me out for dinner somewhere fancy. Lots of style, but that ain't me. No, that ain't me. And I can let him pay for dinner, the drinks and taxi home. And when he drops me off the door, my eyes will say, come on, but that ain't me. No, that ain't me. 'Cause I'm a girl with good intentions to make my moves, my discretion. When I lay my head down tonight, my conscience can sleep tight, sleep tight, sleep tight. Yes, I'm a girl with good intention to make my moves and my discretion. When I lay my head down tonight, my conscience can sleep tight, sleep tight, sleep tight, sleep tight.
Yeah. I love that.
Thank you. Excuse me, Louis.
No, you're dead on because Jimmy's a bit of a cough too. And I had a bit of a cough over the weekend.
Some of the air or something. I got a wee.
I put the aircon on, you know, because it gets very warm. It's awful. Jimmy's ready to get you a bucket of water.
Stick my head in it.
No, what I tell you, someone, if you want to cough, you just cough here.
Keep our lid.
No, don't worry. We'll edit it out before we put it out.
Well, that's it before it goes live.
The album, as I say, no, once again, do you know, it was one of them albums, genuine, and I'm saying it, I probably said to you that I'm just waiting for, you know, because the last one just set the bar high. Mm-hmm. You certainly did.
Yeah, it was definitely. I was so you'd be so shocked, you know, about how things go. Like, and it definitely did. And I suppose it puts you under serious pressure. Then, you know, with this one,
it does. It does.
As always, I go down to the Groove Shack, and Billy hears things that I don't hear. I don't have that ability. I can write the songs, but as far as hearing what instruments will go with things, like you know, like he knew, like, oh, we'll get Sean McCarran sax and that'll be it, and then, you know, like the trombone on Too Many Days. And then The Unexpected Waves with Laura McFadden on cello. And on Friday night, I just want to mention that to people because the tickets are on sale, and I don't know where we're at with the ticket sales, but just so people know that almost everybody that has played on the album is coming on Friday night to play. Wow. You know, so
aren't we lucky, like, for what talent we have here?
Flick.
You know, it's unbelievable. And in this country alone, like, and even up around here, it's just wow.
I know, I was down at Mouthpiece on Tuesday night, and I didn't get to go to them things for a couple of years there because having the Waynes. And I just was like, I couldn't get over it. There's like Huckleberry, George Houston. Mm-hmm. There's one just, I'm not going to say one better than the other because they were all absolutely out of this world. Like
the Mouthpiece and various events like that.
And Club Yaw.
They are so important.
Yeah, do you know what? I wish to God we had them there, you know, years ago. Mm-hmm. Maybe there was things, but I was never at them.
No, I know.
But like, you know, I think for young people starting off, for like cutting their teeth, like, and the performance and that, you know, it's so valuable.
I've always said that, and fair play to anybody's involved in organising it and the venues for letting it happen, because it's so important for different styles of music. Yeah, you know, because you can go in there. George Houston might be different than somebody else. Maybe you might be different than somebody else. It's an audience.
Such a show.
You know, and you sit there and you get different. And you're just blown away. You know?
Like even though there's another guy there, Owen Rainey, he was playing classical guitar, 23, and you're going, I think I'll stick to playing the spoons.
Right. Well, anyway, listen. When I look at the guitar and I look at the signature, and that brings back a load of memories. Mm-hmm.
Thanks to you as well for getting me there.
Christy Digno.
Yeah.
And that was great. We loved that.
That was great.
Support the Mount Errigal and support in the Millennium, wasn't it?
Aye, in the Millennium. Yeah, in both. And we got it signed on the first night and the Mount Errigal. And geez, me and Rachel, we were such a ball of nerves going in the back. You know. Ball and Air's going up on stage, but we're meeting him, you know. But Jesus, he came over and he started chatting to us and telling us stories. He had me bent over laughing, and I said, "You know what?" I says, "Christy, would you do me a favour?" I says, "Would you mind signing me guitar?" No bother. And then it's so precious to me now. You know what I mean? It was always precious, but it is an extra wee piece of.
Well, it's always it's the first thing, and just come back to me.
Yeah.
Because I remember the time it had happened, and I
Yeah.
remember everything. And as I say, sadly, Christy's no longer with it. But
Yeah, and then that night, then he says, "You'll come to the millennium," and I was like,
let me think about
"Aye,
it.
surely."
A good bunch of fellas.
Oh my
I
God!
was in contact with Billy, and there could be things.
Billy's a real star. He's
there
so
could be things
he's.
happening very shortly.
Yeah, he made us feel again like Rachel. If she was here, she'll tell you. He made us feel so good. And your boy, what do you call the boy? Does the sound for them?
Smokey.
Smokey.
Aye.
Sure, I'll never forget the Millennium Forum. That sound, I was going, Rachel, this is stand clear. Like it was so good.
As I say about them, the whole band. But if you talk to Bill McGuinness once, you swear you knew him your whole life.
Aye, yeah, I have his number on my phone, and there's different times, just when things I would text or whatever, and he's always a lovely message back and say hello to Rachel or whatever.
It's always nice.
Yeah.
Because I know he appreciates wee messages like that.
Yeah,
I do it for fun.
Aye.
But anyway, listen, final song if you don't mind.
Oh, da, 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 da. What are we doing, boys? Now, there I wasn't thinking.
Oh, take your time. You only booked for two.
No, I just wasn't thinking. I'm having too much crack.
Aye.
We'll probably do this on the night. I think we are definitely. We'll take one of I Choose to Love, Wished Harder Before.
I love this.
So,
whenever you're ready.
yeah. And thank you for having me.
Pleasure's yours as always.
Haven't heard from you in days, but my heart is holding on. Got conversations in my head, but when you call, they will all change. I wish to God that I could be stronger, but I wished harder before. I wished harder before. Harder for money, harder for the simple little day-to-day things. I wished harder before. Harder for peace, harder for the things we need to take us alive. Try to carry on just on my own, letting on that I don't care. Promised myself this time I'm through, and that I won't answer your call. I wish to God that I could be stronger, but I've wished harder before. I wished harder before. Harder for money, harder for the simple little day-to-day things. I wished harder before. Harder for peace, harder for the things we need to keep us alive. You stirred me up and you've let me down. Do I come across some kind of clown? Well, pull the brakes on this carousel, 'cause I'm done with going around and around. I wish to God that I could be stronger, but I've wished harder before. I wished harder before. Harder for money, harder for the simple little day-to-day things. I wished harder before. Harder for peace, harder for the things we need to keep us alive. I wished harder before. Harder for money, harder for the simple little day-to-day things. I wished harder before. Harder for peace, harder for the things we need to keep us alive.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Paul
Love that song.
and Jimmy.
You're more than welcome, Maria. As always, great to have you up here. The album is called Matters of the Heart.
Tickets on sale in the RCC.
Is that where people can get them?
Aye,
At the
yeah,
RCC?
yeah.
Or
Just
pay at the door in the night?
Aye, hopefully they'll be all sold out by Thursday. But
Hopefully. And if you haven't got them before that, well,
yeah.
you've
been told
here,
now.
You've been told, that's
Go
right.
on.
Where can people get the album?
I just what do you call it? On my website, just message me or
Maria
Facebook
McCormick.
or whatever. Yeah,
.com.
I'll post it to Timbuktu wherever you
There
are.
you go. Come here. It's a joy and a pleasure. The best of luck to yourself and Frankie. Have a great Christmas and
Yes.
the Wayans and
yourself.
the very best going to 2024. But you'll have a good night on. Just enjoy it. That's
So
the main
I
thing.
know. I just have to enjoy it. And I am. You know what? Coming here tonight is it has really put the enthusiasm and the
Good,
joy back
good,
in me.
good,
So
good.
thank you as
Well,
always.
the joy comes from yourself to us because we love having your company.
Good.
Take
Good.
care, Maria
Keep it up.
McCormick. Yo.
Did you see Fran's letter to Santa?
No. Dear Santa, I want a dolphin. Real one, please. And a donut as big as a car.
Dunn Stores can make Christmas for almost everyone. Whether you dream of amazing food, a beautiful tree, or the presents underneath it, we've got you covered. Except for